Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. So I'm doing YouTube videos because Spirit tapped me on the shoulder last summer and said, get a laptop. You're going to be doing readings. You're going to be doing healings. I said, okay, I'll do it. So I'm doing it now. And I started January 1st, 2020. So here I am again. There's a disclaimer below this video which states that this is for entertainment purposes only. I do not claim to heal or cure. Also, I'm going to be doing collective readings and healings. This might not resonate with everyone. Please take that into consideration. And what you might hear also might not be meant for the moment that you watch it. Shelve it if it doesn't resonate because you might find that later on it does. So I asked what I am to be talking about today, what's going to happen, and I got the word friendships and friends. So I went in a little bit more, and I'm to do a collective reading for y'all regarding your friendships, new friends coming in, like-mindeds, tensions, and if there are any ones that are going to the wayside, arguments, cutting off ties, whatever, anything regarding friendships. So that's where we're at, folks. And stick with it because you never know what you might hear. Okay, I'm going to go in, which means that I'm going to push my Joanie aside and I'm going to see what the highest of Christ-like consciousness have to tell me. Okay, going in. Okay. So the first thing that I get is that there are several folks who have cut ties with friends and they did it very hastily and they said some things and they just knocked them out of their address books. And now they're feeling foolish and they are regretting having said what they said, that it was in a moment of anger and that they are done. I'm done. I'm done. And now they're longing to have contact with this person. So please take a check inside and see whether there's someone that you might have dismissed from your log, that you just wrote them off, and consider whether it was warranted, that the divide was sound. I'm going to go in and see if there's anything more regarding that. The person that you said this to is wondering whether you're okay. Are they feeling well? What's up with them? Why? Why did they do that? They really don't understand what you did. They don't understand why the comment was made, and now there's silence. There's a hush. They're worried. For some of you, you might have a history of drinking and or drugging, and they're wondering whether you're using. So that might be something that you need to take a look at. I don't know. You need to ask yourself whether you've picked up, whether there's a relapse, or whether this is the quote unquote dry drunk syndrome that's going on now, where some of your irritability is coming up and you're jonesing around and looking for possibly a people, place, and thing to get a hold of, which is a trigger, folks. Reach out to the person if you can. They miss you, and it's important to have that talk. Very, 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 very important to establish communication with this person because they miss you and they are worried. For those of you who cut ties with someone in a moment of anger and it is not related to anything 12-step, I see peace. I see there is peace, that you could establish a relationship with this person and work through difficult issues with them. You need to be in the right frame of mind. For some of you, it's in person. Others, it's the phone. I do not see this working through in a text. I do not see typing. I do not see any of this. I see this or hey, they're in front of you. So that is one scenario which came right to me. Going to keep going in. There are several of you that are at jobs. I feel like you're in new locations. You're either transferred to a new department or you're the new kid on the block at a job, and you're wondering who you can trust and who might be the new confidant or new confidants for you. So it's coming. Give it time. In some cases, these folks are giving you space to settle in and they're not venturing towards you. They're kind of staying back and they're watching you to see, like, who are you? Just as you're doing the same with them. So don't take it personally if the people that are around you appear a little skittish and are not close to you like you're normally used to with your friends at your old job or in your old department. It's coming. Give it a few months, and then this feeling that you have will subside. It's going to get better. There are definitely two individuals that I see that are hilarious, and they're going to make your day. So they're not with you right now, but when you get to know them, you are going to be laughing till you cry. They're not showing their face to you right now in the way that they make people laugh. They're really holding back. They're not sure who you are and whether you'll even take the jokes well, but watch this unfold. Certain individuals are hysterical and they're going to make your day. Now, your frame of mind regarding friendship is very important. If you believe that you are friend worthy, then you have that beacon of light out. Then you have that vibe that's glowing. I'm friendship material. I'm a friend. I'm a good person. I'm a good listener. I'm fun. I'm nice. I'm supportive, and I would like that too. So ask yourself, do you feel that you're a good friend to someone else? Now, this is an earth school. Are you a good friend to yourself? Frame of mind regarding friendship. If you're not a good friend to yourself, you might not have good friends. Your friends might not treat you well. If you treat yourself well, chances are you are going to find that the movie that's in front of you that you're making is that of other friendly folks. If you beat yourself up, if you betray yourself, if you let yourself down, chances are you're going to find those cast of characters in your movie. So the divine ones said about frame of mind and friends, check in with yourself regarding how you feel about friends. What does it take to be a friend? What type of traits would you like to see in a friend? And then after you've made that mental list or that written list, ask yourself if you have those traits. And if you don't, it's best to start working on those traits with yourself first, rather than hope and pray and wish and intend that the others will come along with those traits. The vibration that you have inside is the vibration that's going to match in your external world. Going back in regarding the friends, I keep getting, don't worry, they're coming. So there are a bunch of you who feel alone. And I do feel that there are some of you that are depressed, that you're wondering, what's the next day going to look like? I want the phone to ring. I want to see someone. I want to talk to someone. For some of you, I see guilt. I see guilt about letting someone go. So you need to remediate that. You need to forgive yourself. That's very, very important. Forgive yourself and then take a look at the situation and see whether you needed to set that person free. And then I'm even seeing for some that are alone that might be depressed or might not be depressed, there's a fear of their being completely isolated, that they're going to town regarding this whole concept of not having friends. You're going to need to work with your thinking. Your thinking is very important. Your perception of your reality is key, because the way we perceive our reality is the way we then live in it. So if you perceive it as abundant, then the riches start coming in, or you see them. If you perceive it as abundant, even if it looks a little bit lack, say, I'm in the midst of abundance. And in the case of friends, I'm surrounded by loving, supportive, loyal friends. Work on the fear, work on the doubt. The universe knows that you want to be with folks. And then the next question that they want me to ask you is, what steps are you taking to meeting new people? Are you out, or do you stay inside and watch TV? Do you sleep a lot? take a walk, go to the store. If you haven't been used to being outside, go outside and do what you need to do to be social. Baby steps then. You go from sleeping a lot and possibly being depressed to going out. And yes, if you need to see a mental health care professional, do that. If you have fears of isolation and you are depressed, and if you don't have friends and you want to, therapists can help you in terms of the social steps, what you need to do, possibly to even relearn or learn what it takes to make established friendships. People join you. There's company. They're out there. There are many people like you. If you feel alone, there are many, many people who need you. You're amazing. You have tales to tell. You have stories to share. You have an abundance of knowledge. You are key to many, many, many people, and people can find you. You just need to be there. You need to show up. If you're in bed, or if you're at the table eating, or if you're in front of the TV, you've got the UPS man, Amazon Prime, a neighbor who needs a cup of sugar. Do I need to go on? Oh, the mailman, he's got a package. We can't forget the mailman. Okay, folks. Okay, so you can do this. And keep going in regarding the friends. So now I get this. There are some of you, the horror. I can't believe they did this. How could they have done this? Oh my God. Okay, folks. Some of you have been through things. The drama, okay? I don't know what you have been involved in, but you have been watching or participating in some events, some friendship circle events, or maybe it's just with a singleton, where it got hairy, it got involved. And then I see you pointing a finger at someone. You're going, how could they do this to me? That's not what a friend is. Off with your head. And then you shun them. They are asking me to ask you, why were you part of this? Why did you get involved in this drama? Is that the way you roll? Do you need this? Is this an exercise of the mind and the heart? What was this about? What was the part that you played in this? I see you pointing a finger at someone that they betrayed you or they denied you access to something. There's something or someone, and you're surprised. And Spirit is saying, we're not surprised. We saw this coming. Did you know that that person had the capacity to do that? Or were you crossing the line and that's what the next step needed to be, where they withheld or they turned their back because what you were doing was inappropriate? So again, I've spoken in videos about this. Take a look at what you're responsible for. That's the only thing we can control. We can't control what someone else does, but we can control our thoughts, our words, and our deeds, our actions. So I see mischief. I see some of this was drama and mischievousness. And do we really need this? Is this something that's healthy? Is this happy and healthy? I don't think so. The mischief, take a look at that mischievous piece. You know, I see you're kind of giving someone the kazats here. Is that necessary? It doesn't help them and it doesn't help you. I see it alienating you from others, and I see then you're wondering about who you are and the capacity you have to love. Certain people do not want to be around you. Now, when I do these type of collectives, this isn't a carte blanche for every person who's listening, and you're supposed to fit into every category. I'm trying to like take many, many souls into account here, and Spirit's just shooting me all different scenarios. Whoever watches know who Spirit is talking to. So in certain cases, people don't want to be around you, and there's mouthiness, there's too much talk, too much action, there's some gossip, and there's also some I know it all business going on, and certain people have had enough. So if you find yourself isolated, you need to ask yourself, do I mouth off? Do I say too much? Do I gossip? Do I have an inflated ego where I think that I'm the best in the room and everyone has to listen to me yap? Get a grip with who you are and what you're doing. This is not judgment. This is neutrality. I come to be of service to share. This is in the comfort of your own home or wherever you're watching me. We're just talking here between you and me. Take a look at who you are and whether you like what you're doing. Certain people have had enough and they don't want to be a part of this anymore. Be your best friend. If you are reviling others, if you're turning them off, how do you revile yourself? How do you find yourself disgusting? What inside is so repulsive to you that you're repulsive to others? Is it possible that you want to push people away because you don't feel that you're worthy of love? In time, when you love yourself and you show yourself with your own actions how you can love yourself and be your best friend, that's when those moments come and the people show up in your life, and they're blessed, and everyone's blessed, but the ones that come in are different than what you're used to. They're these blessed characters that are just what you always wanted, but you never had. That's when you change from the inside. There are some people that are used to the same friends and they stick really close with their circle and they're not letting in new ones, not letting in new friends. So take a look at that. I got that for some people, they feel guilty, that they wish that they had announced a certain meeting and they didn't invite enough people. They wanted to keep it close-knit, but they know that there are other people that would have enjoyed being with them. What makes it difficult for you to reach out to others? What makes it difficult for you to expand your circle where you are keeping yourself so close-knit and like cocooned with your already established peeps? What makes it so important to be so close-knit? Is it that you're afraid of other people finding out what you're doing? Is it that it's private? Is it that people wouldn't understand? Is it that people would judge you? What are you afraid of? What are you coveting? Certain people are interested in what you have to say. And by limiting yourself, there are certain people that you are excluding from your circle. Spirit knows who is watching this video, and that if this resonates with you, you know whether you are in fact doing this. In certain cases, it's fantastic to keep a small group, a close-knit group, private and safe, and where everyone feels secure. But in the case that I'm relaying, it has to do with, it's more fear-based. It has to do with someone that's keeping a tight lid on the group to make sure no one is part of this group, that no one can enter the group, that it's just unto yourselves, and there are people that are missing out on what you have to say. There are gems that you share, that you speak of, and you are an unknown to so many. I see 10 more coming in if you allowed this. 10 more people. I see the dynamics would change, but I believe you could handle it. And then I see you're overflowing, but there's something still going on where you feel guilty that you've done this, and you need to get rid of the guilt. You need to forgive yourself. Guilt, shame, blame, embarrassment, they do not resonate, because that means that you're waxing into the past, you're looking back, and you've got this hindsight is 2020, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, which do not compute in Earth School. If we go back to the past, we would have made the same choices that were before us then. Now we're here and we have new knowledge. Save the past for reflection and analysis. If you look back at the past, that's where you ask yourself, what can I learn from this? That's what the past is good for. Going back in. So regarding like-mindeds, there are a lot of people that are having spiritual awakenings and they feel alone and they wish that they knew more people who they could talk about with this. I see a lot of people buried. They use the word tunnels. I see them buried in books, buried underground, buried beneath the surface, not wanting to come out. There's a hiding, and I had done that too. As I was awakening, I found that I didn't have, I think I might have had one or two friends who believed, and they had more knowledge than I did, which was perfectly fine. I learned so much from them. But I was alone, and I was afraid, and I thought that I would never meet people like me. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. We just come out of hiding. We're everywhere, all over the world. So know that. And Spirit also knows that you are feeling alone if you don't have other spiritual, like-minded friends. When you are ready to come out of the spiritual closet, that's when miracles happen. If you're not ready, then you remain hidden. You will know when to come out. Some people come out in one big fanfare, other people come out gradually. I believe it has to do with discernment. Everyone lives in a different location in the world, and that for some it's too much of a risk, and that it's best to stay undercover. For other people, it takes a while to develop trust, and that one needs to test the waters. Discernment is the most important thing. Go with your gut. Your gut is your divine guidance, and that's the way that you have a pretty good idea whether a person might meet the requirements of having a chat about spirituality. There are groups online, there are YouTubes, Facebook groups, and so many other groups everywhere. I suggest going to the internet and finding them. There are local forums, workshops, expos, and festivals everywhere. So when you're ready, if you're ready now, you can start searching. And if you need any suggestions regarding how to find spiritually like-minded people, uh, leave a message in the comments, and I could come up with some ideas. It's not via channeling, but I might throw some ideas out. I would probably need to know maybe what state you're in the US or what country you're in. But aside from that, I do believe that there are people everywhere and that you will find your people. This is an awakening. This is the time. This is the age of Aquarius. This is a spiritually abundant period where people are waking up like Jiffy Pop. We're everywhere. Pop, pop, pop. But the media isn't talking about that. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. But we spiritualists know that folks are waking up every moment, and the veil is thinning, and people are awakening to their gifts, and the knowledge is pouring in, and people are remembering their past lives, and they're remembering even pre-birth planning or when they were in the womb. And we're all here to find one another again. You'll find members of your soul group. What is a soul group? A soul group is a group of souls that you travel with in different incarnations. So before you come into an incarnation, you would meet with members of your soul group to decide what parts you're going to play. So you, I am sure, have met members of your soul group so far up to this point that that are in this lifetime, and going forward from here as you're spiritually awakening, if not already woke, you will meet more people who are spiritually woke and that are probably members of your soul group. How do you know whether a person is a member of your soul group? Usually they have a significant role in your life. If it's someone that's passing on the highway in a car and you're passing in the other direction, chances are you're not part of the same soul group. But if it's someone who's been the postman for you, postal carrier for 25, 30 years, chances are they're in your soul group. Mom, dad, lover, teacher, aunt, etc. I'm going to go back in. Positive thinking. So yeah, I'm the pop culture psychic, so I end up getting I Love Lucy and SpongeBob and Mary Tyler Moore, and I get all of these pop culture metaphorical videos in my head, and I get phrases. So we are now going to go to an I Love Lucy episode where she's in the park and there's the band that goes by and she's crying, and there's the big bass drum player and the character actor who's very tall, who's there with people behind him, and they're singing a song, "We are friends of the friendless, yes we are, yes we are." So you could look that up, the Friends of the Friendless episode where Lucy is sitting in the park. So why do they give this to me? If you believe that you are friendless and you are negative about it, and you don't believe that you will ever have friends or the type of friends that you want, or your friends have always betrayed you, or they're always this, or I never find a friend this, anything that's positive regarding friendship, chances are you're going to manifest this, that it will be in the negative. Check out how you perceive friendship. Check out, do you believe that it's possible for you to have the types of friends that you wish? If you wish for an abundance of friends, do you believe it's possible? Anything that's on the negative end of the spectrum ain't going to be happening, honey. See if there's anything more regarding friendships. Now I'm going to share about best friends and love. Many of you have devoted, beloved friends. And I see sisters. I see friends who are like sisters and brothers. You're very blessed. Keep up the good work. It means that you're a loving friend to yourself. You've been there and supported that soul as you support yourself. They love you in return. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing in a lifetime to have one good friend. Even just one good friend is a blessing. When's the last time you told them that you cared about them? When's the last time you said that you loved them, that you appreciate them, that you have gratitude that they are in your life? Do you make tea for them when they come over? Do you talk to them on the phone? Do you text or email? Do you Skype? Do you care for their kids? Do you watch their pets? Do you care for their ailing parent when they need to run an errand? However it is, whatever the case may be, you are blessed that they are in your life, and you may express your gratitude to them for that. What I'm also getting is, for some of you, share your knowledge with your friends. Doesn't have to be about the psychic healing stuff. Doesn't have to be about this awakening stuff. Being general. Share your knowledge with your friends. Teach your friends. Share your gems. Share your stories. You have a lot to say. You know a lot of things. I think you underrate who you are. You underrate your wisdom that you carry with you. Some of you are very musical. I don't know what this is. They're giving me, someone needs to treat another person to a band performance. So I don't know what this means. It might mean buying a ticket for a friend to see a band or go out and see live music. There could be someone who's musical and they need to ask them out, will you come and see my band? Because I want you to see me play. So that's on the horizon. There's someone that's going to ask someone out and say, I think that you're cute and I play and I want to see you. Come see my band. So watch that. Make note of that. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to do a healing. For those of you who have blocks regarding making friends. That will do first. So for those of you where it resonates, where you have difficulty making friends and or keeping friends, let's come together in this healing. Across time and space, forwards and backwards, across all generations, let's release all blocks to establishing friends and keeping friends. The first thing you do is you say inside, I forgive myself. There are so many loved ones, so many spirits that are blowing away your tears right now. They're holding you and kissing you. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness and thank God for these life lessons. And for those of you who wonder why she's saying God, she's this unity consciousness chick. God not being separate from you, but we are all part of the oneness. We are all God sparks. So you could insert the word universe, spirit, source, creator, I am presence, mother, father, God, or God, whatever you prefer. Also have a sip of water. That'll help flush any negative energies through the physical body. Let's do another healing. For those of you who have difficulty being your best friend, you bully yourself, you put yourself down, you betray yourself. You are not friendly to yourself. Therefore, you might not be friendly to others as well, and you put people off, and there might be drama involved. You might betray others the way you betray yourself. Any karma that you have incurred where you have been self-destructive and you just aren't your best friend, and that's a block towards making friends. It's a block towards your own healing. Across time and space, forwards and backwards, across all generations. Any of this karma that would lead you here to be very, very sad regarding how you feel about yourself and maybe about how others feel about you. And we ball up all of those lifetimes and you say inside, I forgive myself. And for many of you, I see that you're longing to be free, that it's just too much. It's so sad. So sad. There's this burden that's lifting. It's wonderful. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness. Please forgive me because I had unforgiveness towards you. And thank God for these life lessons. Someone's toes are tingling right now, so there's a massive release going on in the feet. Have a sip of water. And I'd like to offer a blessing to everyone here now regarding friendship, being your best friend, finding beloved friends, and maintaining the fantastic friends that you've established in your life and will be establishing from here forward. So I invoke the divine ones, ascended masters, archangels, guides, angels, elementals, consciousnesses, star beings, only the highest to come in now. And for those of you watching, I offer you this blessing of peace and the wisdom to discern who you are in relation to other, to go forward with might, where your truth is of the utmost importance when making decisions about who is a friend, to believe in yourself, to know that everything is divinely ordered and all is well, to know that you are love, to know that you are worthy of love, and that friendship is about support and trust and loyalty and devotion. You stand out in a crowd. You don't know it, but you do. And if you feel shame and you feel guilt, find someone to talk about it with and rid yourself of that, because that's a block. We're offering you healing, blessings, and information. It comes in as a frequency. It coats you, C-O-A-T-S. It coats you all throughout your physical body, goes into your mental body, your emotional body. There are so many elders here that are following along with this. Trust your instincts and go forward with grace. All is well. And you know how to do this. You always have. So that's my piece here regarding friendship. For those of you that did participate in the release of karma, the healing part of this, sip water between now and when you go to sleep. It will help flush negative energies through the physical body. If you are interested in knowing more about me, please go to my website. It's jonieswhitelightshealing.com. You could find out information about my offering personal sessions with you. I do it via Skype, Facebook video, and phone for those who are not local to North Central New Jersey in the USA, where I'm located. I'm on LinkedIn. Please link in with me. I am on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel and press all with that bell icon. You'll get all the notifications when I've posted a video. You can like the video. I would appreciate that. Comment below if this resonates. And if you felt any energies or there was any release of some sort, any ahas or things that transcribed from the point when you transpired from where you watched the video forward, please comment. I'm on Facebook. Please like Joanie's White Light Healing fan page. And if you wish to friend me on Facebook, find me under Joanie Isinger, but please message me and tell me how you found me, because I won't friend someone unless I know how you found me. And I think that's it for now. Oh no, another SoundCloud. I have written and recorded songs and I've done covers, and I have a SoundCloud profile. So all the information regarding the links is underneath my video here. So I will see you again, and thank you so much for watching. Share with friends if you'd like. Take care. Bye.